Hey everyone, it's Allie with Bold North Frenchies. So you are whelping your first litter, or maybe you have whelped before, but you find that you need some more things. Today I'm going to show you some whelping essentials that you need, which basically means, whelping basically means you are assisting mom, especially with French Bulldogs after a C-section, helping raise the puppies, doing all the necessary things. And believe it or not, you need a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go through the list today. Hopefully you find this helpful. Let me know. Please subscribe to our channel. Check it out. So obviously the first thing you are going to need is a whelping box. So a whelping box is a place where mom, when she comes home from her C-section, that she will nurse her puppies. It's kind of home base. Mom can still come and go. We allow our moms to come and go, although we do not allow them to go integrate with the other dogs. We kind of have an entire level that we use our whelping for. And so we sleep down here with them. We're down here with them 24/7. The whelping box that we like is from Easy Whelp. They also have a lamp that is amazing from Easy Whelp. And believe it or not, I don't use the Easy Whelp pads. I like DuraWhelp has some great pads because they have traction. So one thing with French Bulldog puppies you need to make sure is that you're making that bottom area a little lumpy. So we go to the dollar store, we get some cheap towels, roll them up in different directions underneath the whelping pad, and that way the area is a little bumpy, you don't have flat-chested puppies, and it really, really does the trick. So Easy Whelp, box and lamp, and DuraWhelp pad. Okay, so another thing you are going to need is a scale, and we use an actual food scale, just like this. The brand, I'm going to show it to you. And we like this because we can put puppies in this bowl. They're not going to fall out, and it's safe. We just make sure we obviously sanitize it in between weighing puppies. So even though they weigh puppies at the vet, I always weigh them right when I get home because I want to weigh them on my scale. Every scale is a little different, and I want to get a baseline. And then I weigh them at the same time pretty much every morning and every night to monitor their weight. Okay, so I mentioned you're going to have that heating lamp from Easy Whelp, but for the first week or so, we also use this puppy heating pad underneath the whelping pad, and we do it underneath the lamp because you'll see that the puppies all gravitate under the lamp. So we put this heating pad underneath the whelping pad. We just keep it on low, but especially we live in Minneapolis, so it does get cold here. And we do try to keep our house at about 75 to 78 when we are whelping puppies, but you know, especially in the winter, if there's a draft or something like that, I like to make sure puppies stay warm. You just have to make sure you're not drying puppies out. The way that you find if puppies are dehydrated is you grab them on the back of their neck. Their skin should just fall right back down. If it slowly goes back down, that shows that there's some dehydration. You don't want to overcook those puppies, so just keep an eye on that. There's a lot of things you need to check with newborn puppies, and that's one of them. So when whelping French Bulldog puppies, this next thing is going to be your best friend. This is an electric infant aspirator. It has a rubber tip that's easy to clean. And actually, I usually have a few of these around. So every time after our puppies eat, whether milk is coming out of their nose or not, I always suction them because aspiration and aspiration pneumonia is one of the most common reasons French Bulldog puppies can pass away. So this electric aspirator, I love it. I have it on low right now. It has a light, as you can tell. It has 3 settings, low, medium, and high. And you can just get this on Amazon, but this is a must-have. You have to suction. You have to make sure that if they have milk bubbling out of their nose, you don't ignore it and you take care of it. Okay, so here are some other essential tools that I have. I talked to you about the electric infant aspirator. I also have a thing called a Dealy Catheter. Now, this is under 10 bucks online, and actually we like to use these even after puppies are just born off C-section, just to clear them of anything that is in their lungs. Okay, so the way it works is super simple. You're going to take this little tube and you're going to thread it down the puppy's throat, okay? Then you're going to put this side in your mouth, and you're gonna suck. And trust me, none of it's gonna go in your mouth. It's all going to go in this trap right here. You would be amazed how much mucus you get out of there. So again, to avoid that aspiration pneumonia, get yourself a Dealy catheter. This thing is amazing. D-E-L-E-E catheter. I also just want to mention that having these old school bulbs really does the trick too. Of course, I don't like these bulbs. A lot of people are they use the infant bulbs. I want to show you this compared to my bulb, how much longer that is. So you can really get back in there and really suction if a puppy is not breathing well, if a puppy has pneumonia, you can really get in there and suction it out much better than a regular little bulb. So get a bulb off of Amazon that has an extra long tip. This right here is a lifesaver. This is called a miracle nipple. Now this was originally invented by somebody to take care of and nurse homeless or abandoned baby squirrels, okay, who happen to be very similar to baby French Bulldog puppies. So obviously bottle feeding is not the best idea for French Bulldog puppies because of, again, aspiration. The beauty of the miracle nipple is they have to suck on it to get the milk. So we use goat's milk, S Black. Let me see if I can show you that. And again, this is just for supplemental feeding. So this is if mom passes away. This is if puppies are not gaining. This is if puppies are not latching. Get yourself a miracle nipple. Order it before your litter comes, because when you need it, you need it. Teeny tiny syringes. Make sure you're stocked up on these. You're going to be deworming these puppies 2, 4, and 6 and 8 week intervals. So we alternate between Pyrantel and Safeguard. So we deworm our puppies every 2 weeks. Starting at 2 weeks, it's really essential, but these little teeny tiny syringes work great. And before you message me and ask me dosage, it all depends on the weight of the puppy, and on the dewormer is a weight chart. So Pyrantel and Safeguard are the 2 dewormers that we use. Now, if you are a mom of human children who have been sick, you've probably already have a nebulizer in your house. But it's important with sick puppies to have a nebulizer in your house. And again, it's one of those things that when you need it, you need it. So it's good to pre-buy before your litter. Now, you can either use this little tip and put it in front of the puppy's face. If the puppy is really small, you can put a hole in a clear cup and put the nebulizer tube right here and have the nebulizer, the smoke kind of surround them. Or if you have an entire litter that needs to be nebulized, you can either do it in the incubator or get a clear Rubbermaid, put a hole in the side of it, put the puppies in the bottom, put the tube right on the side of that Rubbermaid, run the nebulizer for about 10 minutes, and then let them just breathe in that smoke for another 5 to 10 minutes. It's great to clear up lung congestion, pneumonia, anything else. Speaking of which, your vet will prescribe you Albuterol if you have sick puppies, but we really swear by Colloidal Silver. So we do 5 ml of this and 5 ml of saline in our nebulizer for sick puppies. Extra heat lamps. Make sure you're stocked up on these for your heating lamp in your Whelping Box. When it goes out, you don't want to have to wait for Amazon to deliver it in a couple of days, so stock up on extra heat bulbs. Cotton pads. With newborn puppies, mom does not stimulate the bowels right away, which means newborn puppies cannot defecate or pee on their own. So you need to help them if mom is not licking their butt. You can encourage mom by putting the puppy's butt in front of her face, but especially if she's coming out of C-section, a new mom, she may not want to do that. So you're going to want to take a cotton pad, put some warm water on it. You're going to want to wipe up on the puppy's butt. They'll pee and poop right on the pad. Make sure you're doing this after they eat. Caro syrup. When you have a puppy in trouble, blood sugar is dropping quickly. Sometimes this old school remedy works. Putting a little bit of Caro syrup on your pinky and rubbing it on the puppy's gums. Have this in your Whelping Essentials kit. This is our incubator, the Pet Brooder 90. If you are a breeder that's going to be whelping quite a few litters, I would highly recommend getting an incubator. People ask me a lot when we use the incubator. Now, we don't separate puppies from moms immediately, but what we do is, especially the first couple weeks, you never really leave puppies alone with mom unattended. Just too many accidents can happen, and we like to have eyes on. So for example, if you're whelping overnight, you need a couple hours of sleep, you can safely put the puppies in the incubator. Mom can get a little rest and lay with you. It's just a great way to get a break. It also comes in handy when you have sick puppies and you need to separate that sick puppy from the other puppies in the litter. So an incubator more than pays for itself. You can either get the Pet Brooder 90 or STB Kennels on Instagram has a really affordable option as well. An oxygen tank may seem a little extreme, but if you've ever had sick puppies with pneumonia, you wish you would have gotten this. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to be whelping regularly, invest in an oxygen tank. Another thing that may seem pretty basic, but you need to make sure you have in your whelping area: plastic gloves, hand sanitizer, puppy pads for when you stimulate bowels. Make sure that you are being sanitized and being clean is your #1 priority. Don't let anyone who's sick come over and see your puppies. In fact, I wouldn't really allow anyone to come see them anyways. If you are sick, wear a mask around your puppies. Try to keep the area as clean as possible. And you're going to be cleaning quite often, but it'll pay off with healthier, happier puppies. This is something that comes in pretty handy, and it's actually a dental sterilizer we got off of Amazon. But as you can tell, we're using a lot of tools. We're using the Dealy Catheter, we're using the bulbs, we're using quite a few things. So this sanitizer, the sterilizer, you can put your tools in here, you can run it, and it will clean all of your tools so you're not passing any sickness on from one puppy to the next, and you're just keeping things clean and sanitized. When puppies start transitioning to mush, you're going to want a bowl. I got this little flower bowl off of Amazon. And we also feed them water with a chicken feeder bowl. I'll grab that and show it to you. It's a safe way to give puppies water, nice and shallow. Now I have more videos for stage 2 with these puppies, which means they're starting to walk on their own, they're starting to wean, but these are some whelping essential basics for getting started with your whelping box, getting started with all the tools you may need for a healthy litter. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Make sure to subscribe. Have a great day.